Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's technique video, we're going to continue playing with our gel plates, our jelly plates. So go grab yours, grab some acrylic paints and join me at the craft table. So I do want to apologize on the last one. I didn't realize that we're not supposed to put them back on the clear plastic. In the instructions, it does tell you not to put it back on there, to take the directions out and just store it in the plastic that it comes with. So there you go. All right, so now we're going to play with some of our acrylics. I have some DINA Wakeleys that I got from my little scrapbook store, and we're just going to play. I do have the black and white, so we'll be able to clean our plates up as we go, and we're just going to play with a few colors. Now, again, this is just a little bit of the techniques that you can do with it. I'm not saying I am an expert in any way, shape, or form, but we just gonna have some fun, okay? And we're gonna use some black foundations paper, and I have some regular like white mixed media paper that's not foundations that we're gonna use. So this first one, we're gonna use the sterling and the heather. No, is it heather? Yeah, I think I did heather. Yeah, not carnation. I might have done carnation. Lord knows. I don't even remember what the combos are, but we were having fun. So we're going to do a little bit on white and a little bit on the black. I take my smallest roller and just use it to help like press down the inks. And look at that. I love how that looks. Now, what I like about prints like this is that it's a great like jumping off point, right? So you could do a couple of different things. You could punch out different elements. You can put it behind something, add layers to like your scrapbook pages, or use it as a base for the card front. So you can have a lot of fun. So don't be afraid to experiment. So this one we're going to be using is the fuchsia, and I'm using some of the carnation and sterling. So we're gonna have the pinks and the gray, and then I'm just using a paper towel to kind of rub off the extra ink. And I would say out of the two inks or mediums that we've used, which was the re-inkers, which was almost like a watercolor, and using the acrylic paint, I really do enjoy playing with the acrylic paint a lot on the gel plates. And I think that's the thing, is finding the one or whatever it is that works well for you, and just have fun. Just have fun. I mean, some of it may be like, that's kind of weird, and you may not know today what you're going to do with it, but you never know when a project is going to pop up, and then you'll be like, oh, I have that piece. Maybe I can use that, So I was looking for the stencils because we're going to be playing with that. And I'm going to grab the hearts again. Look at that. See how it picked up the pink and the fuchsia and then that orange on top? I like that. Now we're going to kind of play with this again with what's still wet on here. We're going to add a little bit more of the orange, which is cheddar. And then we're going to lay down the hearts, and I'm going to take the black and just press down. And I probably should have put a lot more down of the orange. So there's just one little spot where we don't have a whole lot of hearts, but the idea is there. You see it? The idea was there. Now we're going to grab ruby, and let me tell you, this one, woo, that is vibrant. And I wanted to obviously pick up the stencil. Bear with me though, because you're going to see my face kind of peek in there. Yeah, because I was trying to reach something. I'm spraying my stencil off to the side so that it doesn't dry up on it, the acrylic paint, because that's worse. A lot of the mediums, if they dry quickly and they're hard, it's a pain in the butt. So I had it off to the side. And then we're just using one of the white pieces. And I cut all of my squares to like 4 by 5 1/4, which is like a card front. Isn't that fun? And I like the messiness of that. Like that is not all solid and, perfect. And then I was like, that bottom part was kind of messed up. Let me put that down. And it filled in a little bit. And I'm going to try and like press on the side. I don't think I pressed well enough on this one because it really didn't pull up much. But you'll see it does pull up a little bit more over here. All right. And now we're going to let this dry. And the thing is, once you've done a few pulls, once you let it dry, you can take either black or white. You can do light colors if it's on the white, like the heather that we had or the carnation. And then you're going to cover the entire back. And with this one, I was like, you know what? I need to grab a bigger piece because I'm trying to clear off the entire front of the gel plate. So I'm real quick, I'm cutting some of the black foundations paper to be like 6 by 8 because I just want it to have a little bit of hangover on all 4 sides. And then we're going to lay that down and press along the entire plate. And this is, it's so hard to explain, but it's very soothing to play. And I like to just pick up a little corner every now and then and just be like, what's it doing? Oh my God. What? This could be fun. This could be a great masculine card. Because it has hearts, but it's not overly heart and like, pink and pretty like that. It's like grungy. And then with this black, we're going to lay down a little bit more. I'm trying to clean out my white here. It got a little clogged. So I'm going to squeeze some as much as I can, trying to get this on and done fast for the video, and it's not playing well. So I got some more work to do to get that cleaned up, but we're going to go ahead and try and roll out some of the white. And then I'm going to grab some of that spray that I have, the acrylic white. And we're going to go ahead and get that open and put some more down. And try and put it down as evenly as we can to pull up what's left on the gel plate. Pressing again, pressing. Because sometimes you put it down, like as soon as you put it down, you want to peel it back up. You're like, oh, what did I get? And you can pull it too fast and you're not going to get the kind of pulls that you want. And those are fun. Ooh, they look so cute. Those would be great for card bases too. Okay, so now we're just going to put some of our hand sanitizer, grab some paper towels, and start cleaning up the gel plate. And I think it's like right around here. I did have to stop for a second, but I did finish cleaning off the gel plate. And I just wanted to show you, after I sprayed the stencil with the acrylic paint, I'm using Meyer's cleaning spray. It was really easy to get it cleaned off. Now on this side, I forgot, this was the side that was down on the gel plate. And I just had to spray it down, grab some new paper towels, and I was able to clean it off. Now, with the last stencil that I do use, it stained a little bit. It's a little on the pinky side, but it's clean. And I'm okay with it being a little color stained. It's all right. But I usually try to get mine as clean as possible. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to take it off of there and just put it on top of the glass mat. And we'll be okay. We'll be okay. So instead of using the orange and red again, we're going to go ahead with the fuchsia, carnation, I think a little bit of heather, and even some of sterling. But sterling, or no, not sterling, black. I'm going to use black. I forgot. I was going to use the sterling, but I decided to use black instead. And it's just fun. It's just, you never know what you're going to get. I think that's what I really enjoy about it. It's just like playing with color combos and seeing what pulls up and what works. Like pink and orange, red and orange. Like those aren't usually like the colors I like to go to, but it's fun playing with it, you know? And so there's that one. And then we're going to mix it up because there seemed to be like a lot of paint. I probably put too much paint down, but I was like, I could get another pull from that. And then we'll use the stencil. And I think that's when I'm going to use the sterling. So you'll see. That one almost cleaned off the plate. Look at that. Fun. And then let's take our colors and we're going to just kind of spread it out. And then we're going to lay down the stencil. And I'm going to squeeze on a bunch of the sterling here. And then let's cover. I love this. I love how it turns out. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Doing a voiceover after you've already done it, it's funny because I'm like, I was so excited while I was doing it. Look at that. I think this one and this next one is probably like my most favorite pulls. And at first, I was going to go ahead and start putting the black down. And I was like, no, wait. Because it's important when you're trying to clean it that whatever is on there is basically like dried. So I wanted to see if I could real quick rub any of that color onto like some of the black paper I had that was extra. But it had already dried. And that's okay. But we're just going to double check the plate here. It seemed like it was mostly dry, so I'm going to go ahead and just squeeze that down and then cover up our plate, all black. And then we're going to grab that extra piece I had that was already, it was still 12 inches, but it was fine. It was right at 6, so I'm just laying it down, making sure to get the edges so that way it cleans as much as it can from it. And look at that. You basically have a clean plate and you have everything that was left on there. I love it. With a pattern. Ooh. Okay, so real quick, everything's cleaned up. Everything's put away. And now we're going to look at all of our pieces. So that's what we started. I'm just showing you, you could put it behind stuff. You know, it could be a base for a card. I love these. I love the pinks, the vibrants. Look at that orange. And then the hearts. Oh, love the red. Love the red. And then even this one, black grungy one, that would be really good for a masculine piece. Or these two, which almost look like bark, right? I just love it. And then we have some more pink and purple on the black and white. And then this gorgeous piece I love, which is probably my favorite. And then this one. I mean, you can't go wrong. It is so much fun. And like I said, when thinking about the differences that we've used as far as the re-inkers, which are more like almost like watercolors, and then the acrylic paint, I think I had a lot more fun with the acrylic paint. I like how it looks smoother and not so, it looked more bumpy on these. Like it's more texture. So it's important to play though, because depending on what you're interested in, you'll know what mediums to grab to get that effect, right? So this has been fun, y'all. Next week, we'll probably do something different on the technique side. I was thinking about maybe sharing with you guys on masking techniques. So keep an eye out for that. And I hope you have a great day.